Thanks for coming out today, everyone. This is the final session in the six-part meditation series. And I appreciate everyone joining in the past few months. It's been great learning lots of different tools. And today's one is a little bit different from the rest. So a lot of the other ones that we had practiced were, I guess you could say, like technical based. And today's one is focusing more on once you kind of get past and get familiar with the technical side, we look at progressing even further. So as usual, the format, I'll give a little intro and then we go into a guided meditation. And if anyone has any questions, I'm happy to stay on after. So I wanted to start off today with why people start meditating, because when we look at that kind of brings us to where our practice is focusing on today, which is growth and personal or self-development. So if we look at the original reason why people start meditating, it's kind of all tied in. The overall purpose is to find some sort of healing or peace in our lives or ease. So looking at our quality of life and seeing if we can find techniques and tools to help us live with a bit more ease. And then it can go into a lot more specific, so different avenues towards that ease, which could be mental, emotional, spiritual, health, like physical health, because there is physical health benefits to meditation. It could be to train skills, to learn different skills related to mindfulness or anything related to a goal you're trying to achieve. So lots of different reasons and different rewards to meditation. So the intrinsic benefits of meditation is basically calmness, feeling at ease, like I said, and being able to basically relax and kind of like flow through life a little bit more. The problem today, and I wanted to go into that a bit, is because why we need to practice is that, so today there's lots of distractions, but in general, the human body and the nervous system in the brain is trained to be on alert. So that's part of evolution. That's just basically human nature, the survival mode. So it's in our bodies, and what helps is trying to work with that and trying to understand that and how we cannot always be on alert. If someone is constantly like in stress and anxiety, you're going to start having physical and mental challenges that you're dealing with. And especially with today's culture, if you're looking at the pandemic, there's always constant fear and worry being put in our direction. And it's not about ignoring that. It's more about managing it and finding different techniques and tools that can help us manage some of that. So that when things come up, we have a less tendency to get overwhelmed, or we're able to deal with those stronger emotions. And as far as like with the human evolution and how we are built, we don't have the challenges that they did in the past that were based on survival mode. But because we're built that way, we're wired to be on alert, we still have a lot of our similar emotions. And it's about managing those emotions. And meditation goes back. So yes, technology has changed. Yes, the world has changed, but the brain essentially does not change. So when meditation started becoming more popular, Buddhists were like, yeah, we've been doing that forever because the brain is not changing. So it goes way back. And it's a technique that can be used from thousands of years ago to today. Okay, so with what I want to look at today is looking at once you're able to set aside some of those challenges and manage emotions and deal with some of the unease that comes up, you can actually get past the stress and distraction and look further into progressing in your life. Some of the practices that we'll be looking at today is looking at our true selves, minus some of the distractions or ideas, or even some of your experiences, your profession, like who you really are, how you can connect with that, and goals that maybe you can see when you've left some of the external stuff to the side that will help you with your life, could help you with a specific task or anything really. Goals can be really wide ranged. I did want to mention we looked at it a little bit in the visualization, but with the goals, meditation can also help you if you're finding something that kind of aligns with yourself, you can actually visualize that goal. So athletes use it, sports people for healing as well. And basically what you do is you create a picture of yourself accomplishing that goal, and you're creating the pathways in your brain towards reaching that goal, and it can really be helpful. Just wanted to see if there's anything else. So lots of physical, mental, and brain health benefits. And I think we'll get started into the practice because I wanted to take it a little bit slower so we can actually have time to connect with the self. I did want to mention that we will be focusing on emotions and how we're feeling. And if anything comes up that is uncomfortable for you or just not something you want to participate in, an emotion that is too strong, feel free to take a break or go along with your own meditation. One of the things I did read that was really interesting was, and this is obviously a practice that you have to decide whether or not it's right for you, but an individual, when he did face really strong emotions, what he did was actually, that's the time he would sit in meditation and deal with those emotions. And he found that over time, he mastered the impact, or he was able to take charge of the impact that these emotions would have on his life, so that when things did come up, rather than it being so overwhelming, because he had practiced sitting with these strong emotions, he was able to manage his challenges a lot better and these emotions, and he felt like he wasn't too worried. His anxiety and worry about anything that was coming that he didn't know really, really lowered. Okay, so we will get into the meditation. And as usual, just find a place that's comfortable for you. All right. Self-discovery and growth. Begin by finding a comfortable posture of your choice. One that will allow for the body to remain relaxed throughout this meditation. Take a few moments and settle into this posture. Settle into the body. Settle into this practice. Soften the shoulders, drawing them back and down. Relax your jaw, cheekbones, and forehead. Rest your hands beside you on the chair, floor, or your legs. Gently close the eyes, or choose to keep them open with a soft gaze. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Relax. In today's practice, we will be focusing on connecting with our inner selves. This will be done through mindfulness and meditation to bring about awareness, to explore the authentic self, and to become more familiar with our emotions, beliefs, and hopes for the future. Our true self does not change. However, with conscious efforts, we can learn more about the functions of our internal world and make steps towards living with more ease. Understanding ourselves and practices that support this can assist in managing challenges, forming clear and positive outlooks, improving self-confidence, and increasing health and happiness. Self-awareness begins with the ability to connect to the present moment. To begin, we will take time to align the mind, body, and soul, becoming aware and present right here and right now. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Begin to follow the flow of each inhale and exhale. Drawing awareness to the air, which travels through the nose, down the lungs to the belly, causing the belly to expand, then traveling back up through the chest, lungs, and out through the nose, causing the belly to contract. Just breathe in and breathe out, following the gentle rhythm of your breath. Notice how placing your attention on the breath settles and grounds you, calming the mind and relaxing the body in this moment, right here and right now. Next, for a moment, tune into the senses and begin to notice any sounds or smells that surround you. Notice these sounds or smells without judgment or wishing to alter them, simply observing. Then bring awareness to the floor or chair beneath you. How these structures support your body and posture. Notice how the connection between your body and the chair or floor settles and grounds you, calming the mind and relaxing the body in this moment, right here and right now. If thoughts arise, acknowledge them, but allow them to pass by. Then return your attention back to the breath, back to the body, back to this moment. Breathing in and breathing out. When living in the present moment, we have the opportunity to develop valuable connections with ourselves, others, and nature. The opportunity to experience joy and light in our lives. In the present moment, we may notice the crisp morning breeze, the smell of freshly cut grass, the warmth of the sun. In the present moment, we can find focus and discover what is good or what may be missing. In the present moment, we can dream, we can begin to change. Next, whenever you are ready, take a moment to notice how you are feeling today. Self-discovery begins with finding a connection with your true self. It involves learning who you truly are. Notice how you are feeling without engaging in distractions from your environment or following trails of thought that may arise. Let go of any diversions, bringing your complete awareness to emotions that may be present right now. Perhaps happiness or sadness, hopefulness or worry, excitement or anticipation, fatigue or contentment. During this time, you may notice one emotion or a number of emotions passing by. The nature and frequency of emotions is not the focus today. Rather, our purpose is to recognize feelings, to develop a greater awareness of our inner world. We are simply learning how to slow down and check in, how to pause and be present in the moments of our lives. Along with emotions, let's further consider who we really are at the core, our authentic self. You, aside from experiences, relationships, professions, struggles, successes, or preconceived notions. See if it is possible to define yourself through reflection and self-examination, rather than relying on external influences. Just you as you. Each time we close our eyes and connect, it is a new journey of self-discovery, a new journey of understanding. Sometimes this journey is one of peace and ease, and at other times it may move through emotions or challenges. Whatever the story or adventure, the journey can be of benefit because it brings us closer towards self-discovery. At times we may remain in loops of repetition, perhaps sentiments, patterns of thought, or life events. But tuning in can help us detach from this cycle, to take notice of positive or negative feelings, find clarity, and learn how to better navigate life in the future. In practicing regularly, we may begin to look forward to these moments of self-inquiry and personal connection, each time offering us a different experience of silence, mindfulness, exploration, and insight. As we continue, our next practice focuses on self-development. Meditation can involve open awareness, not concentrating on anything specific, or it can be focused, concentrating on a certain focal point, such as the sensory world, the breath, or an aspect of thought. Keeping in mind our previous practices relating to the present moment, our emotions, and the authentic self, take a moment to see if it is possible to think of a goal that you hope to achieve. A change, a direction, a perspective that remains in sync with your true self. An intention you feel is a positive step for today or the future, that once again supports growth towards living with more ease. It could focus on mental wellness, such as self-compassion, or being mindful of how you talk to yourself. Or it could involve relationships with others, perhaps reaching out to an old friend. What about accomplishing a task that you have been putting off? Or changes in your health that you have been hoping to reach? Efforts in your work, or maybe your approach to a life challenge. This goal could also take the form of a mantra or positive affirmation. By repeating words or phrases in the mind, such as trust, hope, discovery, stay strong, or I am here. Everyone's goals and aspirations will be different in size, timeline, and nature, and that is completely fine. The structure is not significant. What is important is to simply focus on your objective. Now imagine yourself accomplishing this goal. Envision the process towards it. Successes and setbacks. And then the sense of achievement upon completion. Visualize yourself in the future and how it feels to have reached your goal. How it feels to progress in alignment with your authentic self. Confident, proud, and self-assured. Perhaps happiness, joy, or excitement arise, or feelings of well-being in the body, mind, and soul emerge. You are meditating on your goal, with the brain creating a picture of possibility. This is the first step towards change. Through introspection, we can find conscious direction and expression towards our ambitions. We now have the opportunity to observe a few moments of silence in our meditation practice. During this time, always remember you are welcome to continue following the breath. Beginning now, for 2 minutes, we will practice a silent meditation. Softly take a breath in and exhale. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Life is a combination of feelings, thoughts, and emotions, all experienced in the moment. Recognizing these emotions when they're actually happening enhances the connection we have with ourselves. This in turn can improve our connections with others. It can help us focus on self-improvement and development. It can bring about feelings of contentment, confidence, and satisfaction in our day-to-day life. So remember, as this practice comes to a close, to take time each day to step back. Do not forget your authentic self. Do not forget to notice your emotions. And do not forget to dream. Weaving all of these together is the story of our life. It is possible to choose a pattern of mindfulness and awareness each day. Softly take a breath in and exhale. Slowly begin to awaken the body and mind. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Perhaps shrug your shoulders. If your eyes were closed, gently open them, bringing your awareness back to the external world. Take one last deep breath in and exhale. As you return to your day, keep this deepened awareness close by and stay connected within. These practices allow for the gifts of your true self to be shared with the world and onto moments going forward. Thanks so much, everyone. I really appreciate you tuning in the last few months for the 6-part series. If anyone has any questions, I'll stay on for a few moments now, or I can always be emailed at info@yvonnesullivan.com. Thank you so much, and hope everyone has a peaceful weekend.